Hello guys, so welcome back. In today's videos, I want to say, wait, let me do like this. I want to repeat this often and often and often and often so that people they can put on their mind, right? I want to explain this. No one is attacked. No one is attacked. I know like this topic is this topic. I know like this topic is eye-catching, is is sensitive, but I'm saying no one is attacked. It's open discussion, sharing our beliefs as Africans and sharing the beliefs as Christianity, and debating. When we debate, we add our opinions. You can add yours. You can add your opinion by commenting. By commenting, you can add your opinion. Right? Let's go.
I'm just mostly here to ask, why do you believe that abortion has become such a political and dividing issue in specifically the last few years?
Because of like you are killing the innocent child. Abortion is to kill. You know, it doesn't mean the child is born, even though it's not born, but like you are killing the innocent child who know nothing. You understand? So let's give me a chance to explain.
Well, the repeal of Roe versus Wade for sure is one of the reasons. And secondly, there has been a not so subtle dehumanization movement over the last 60 years that makes it acceptable to crush human beings smaller than you if you so choose.
Fact. What you say, like, man, we're living in a world where like people they are sleeping around and they make it normal thing, you know. Like now they make it normal thing to sleep around. They having lots of boyfriends, sleeping with someone you don't know. You just met someone today, you are sleeping with them. Then and you realize that you are connecting spiritual. The then after they're going to realize, then even they don't realize. So like this thing is dangerous. Sleeping around. It's very dangerous to sleep around.
Okay. It's mostly I believe that the initiative of those beliefs have become more hateful towards women. And I'm just kind of wondering, what is the incentive with all of these points? Why should we not have the option to choose?
Choose what? Choose what to kill because of when someone find out to say like I'm pregnant, it's like maybe we find out we are pregnant because a man can be pregnant too. Not like theoretically, not practically. Theoretically, men can be pregnant. Then after that, you are going to say because of you say when you say you are pregnant, it means there's a child, right? You will never say like I'm pregnant if like there's no child, if like there's no definition of a child. You are pregnant because of there's a child. So when you do abortion, that means there was a child. So choose to do what? These are things in this life we have to accept them. We can't change but to accept them. It can be the same thing when it comes to innocent child.
Do you have the agency or the choice to murder?
Well, yes, there's consequences, but I do have the option.
Under the law.
No,
Okay.
technically.
So therefore, that's our position.
Well, not necessarily. It's more so in the aspects of when the mother's life is in danger, and those special circumstances. Why can we not have those options in those situations either? Because no one is inherently going out saying, "I just want to kill babies." That's not anyone.
I think like she agreed to say abortion is to kill a baby. She just I think like based on this is a debate, right? I had my opinion, but based on what she said, she just agreed that it's killing a baby. Yes, it's protected by the laws, especially when it comes to African continent. Even though when it comes to Europe, they are Christianity. They believe in God, in the Son of Christ. and there's a rules that they need to follow. Same in African spirituality, there's spirituality that we need to follow. There's a culture that we need to follow. But because of people are into power, they support things that they're going to affect individuals. They're going to make them miserable. You understand? People they go around having sex, doing wrong things. Then when they get the penalty for having sex around, when you have sex, you need to understand your situation, right?
Point here.
Well, yeah,
it's more so the point
you should look at a Planned Parenthood ad. I mean, that's basically what they do. But so less than 0.5% of all abortions have to do with rape, incest, or life of the mother. 99.5% of all abortions have to do with just a form of birth control. It's a last catch option because whatever type of birth control you were using did it.
Would you want someone who is not necessarily stable or ready to bring a child into this world and provide that child the life it deserves? Would you want them to still bring that child in?
What life the child deserve? What life? Because of, like in life, man, whether you like it or not, you are going to go through high and lows. You're going to have money, everything's going to be taken from you from away. It's a thing of like, what do you say? The situation to accept, to understand where, I don't know how to put this, but like to understand, I don't know how to put this, but I want to put it simple so that she can understand it. You don't have to be ready. Yes, that's what she said. You don't have to be ready to be a mother. You don't have to say like, yes, I'm ready like not to be a mother. It happens. The moment when you start to have sex, that means you are ready to be a mother. When you start having sex, when you start doing sleepovers, when you start be active, that means you are ready. Because anything can happen. And when anything happens, you need to take responsibility and accountability.
Without a doubt, every life has a moral obligation to be able to live. So I just want to play this out. So you say it's all about the choice of the mother. At what point does the human being in utero become a human being in your mind? Because it must be not human than human. When does it cross that threshold?
I would say more so in the 2nd to 3rd trimester.
Got it. So just be respectful, guys. But why then? I mean, what happens in the 2nd and 3rd trimester specifically that all of a sudden human being,
Well, it goes from a clump of cells in the 1st trimester to the heart being
No, we need to come to the point where like we can talk. The moment whether you are 0 weeks, the moment they say you are pregnant, there is a child. There is a child. There is a human being. You can't say like because of you are 4 years old or he's 2 years old, he's not a child. He is a child, dog. When the child appears after 9 months, he's a baby. You can see he's a baby. So they come with this they say like this thing of like he's not a child. Is what then? What is abortion exactly?
Developed in the brain and
so
the nervous
when does
system.
the heart begin?
I believe in the 2nd trimester.
6 weeks. That's the 1st trimester, right? So a heartbeat is detectable between 6 to 8 weeks. That's 2 months. The 2nd trimester does not start till 18 weeks. Brain waves are detectable at 10 weeks. So tell me why 2nd and 3rd trimester.
Because that's when the baby is more so developed, is what I'm saying. Like when.
But you're still saying the baby. I need to understand what is your argument. I know, like in Africa, in South Africa especially, we see women encouraging kids to do abortions. In South Africa, we see women encouraging our younger sister to say like do abortion. if you can't afford, do abortion. But they don't understand in African spirituality, it will come back. But then when I'm talking like this, let me do like this. Let me say TikTok so you can see. It's very important to go abroad. But yeah, when you start to this, the Bible says life starts before birth. Wow, that means if you're Christianity and you're watching this video, it says like the Bible says life starts before birth. Bible idea, Jeremiah 15, God knows a child before birth, right? The Bible teaches that life begins before a baby is born. This means the child already has value and purpose. This is so beautiful that when the child is born, it means still the baby has a purpose and a value, and it must be respected. It must not taken away from that child because of you feel like you're not ready. It says, for example, when a woman is pregnant, the baby already has heartbeat, will grow into a full person if protected. When woman is pregnant, when you say you're pregnant, when you start to say, wow, I'm pregnant, dog started already. The Bible says we must not kill innocent life. The Bible is clear that killing innocent life is wrong. A baby in the womb cannot defend itself. He has done nothing wrong. So you can do whatever you do with the child. He's done nothing wrong. You want to kill him so he can go back to drinking alcohol, so he can go back to sleep with different men. That's what they do. It says like if someone harms a sleeping baby, society call it a crime. So if someone harms a sleeping baby, the baby just sleeping, innocent life, so beautiful, wow, the society call it a crime. So harming and born baby is also seen as wrong. So if you're watching this video, it's very wrong. Based on my African culture, I'm a gentleman. So we say African culture respect life and eccentric. African believe life is scarce and connected to ancestors. In many African cultures, children are seen as a blessing from God and their ancestors. In that life is believed to break cultural and spirituality rules. Definitely, that's why like when you kill a child, when you done abortion, whether you kill, but when you done abortion, when you done abortion, you're going to a big ocean to cleanse you. For example, elders teach that bad action can bring trouble to a life until respect and healing are restored. The bad lucks that come with the child is always going to visit. Yes, you can be killed like that child, but in your mind, you can dream about that child. In your mind, you can see that child. African culture believes action has consequences. African teaching, what you do follows you. African leaders teach action do not end quickly, they affect your future. Abortion is believed bring emotional pain, regret, and spiritual unrest. For example, some women say they still feel sadness years later after they move on with their life. You know, so what I'm trying to say, like, yeah, I mean, we should not focus on this thing of allowing people to do abortion, killing innocent soul, right? We are still here. Christianity teach responsibility and care. Bible idea, children are gift. Christianity teach that children are gift, not a mistake. Christianity teach children are given a mistake. Life can be difficult, but any life is not the solution. For example, when families support the young mother, both mother and child often find hope and strength together. Final message, this is an open discussion, like I said, about abortion from Christian belief in African culture. It explains why many Africans and topic is wrong. This goal is not to hate, but understanding the culture. So let's go back. But I wanted to come here so that we can all understand. I don't know why these things like this.
The ambitious man won't always bring you peace, but he will bring you a life you never thought you would touch. Being with an ambitious man, the black sheep.
I'm going to say abortion in South Africa. Yeah, they make it normal. Abortion in South Africa is normal. We are going to focus on this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to listen. This encouragement. But the thing about in Africa is going to follow you. You can do it. You're going to pay off. Just they don't tell you the truth. Those who experience it.
In that argument you had, I'm not sure when, you were shown the pictures of the fetus, of a dolphin fetus and a human's fetus. You weren't able to tell the difference.
But that doesn't mean it was not a human being, though.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not developed. It's the same kind of concept. Like, if it comes down to that person's life and their well-being, why should they not choose themselves? We're talking about two different things.
So life of the mother is extremely rare.
It's not that rare, though.
How many times do you think that there are abortions for the life of the mother out of a 1.5 million abortions every year? How much do you think?
I'm not sure with a number
less than 500 out of 1.5 million. And by the way, a vast majority of those are babies that could have been delivered by cesarean section. Do you know what a cesarean section is? Okay. So understand that if a baby's at 28 weeks and they say it's life of the mother, why would you terminate the baby when you could deliver it by C-section?
Facts. Valid point. She tried to find excuse. She tried to find excuse. This guy tried to explain. To say like, why you don't do it that one day, the next 2 years time, I don't know, there is a C-section, yeah. Why you don't do that one? Why you don't do that one? What's wrong with that one? To avoid the thing you're saying. Yeah, man.
Well, if you can deliver it by
No, but they're not
C-section,
even given that option. Instead, they go to an abortionist.
So then that's essentially an issue that we should address within these politics, because no one is saying to kill kids. No one is saying go kill babies.
But first of all, late-term abortion is very common and very frequent.
It's not that common, though. That's
again, how many times do you think it happens a year?
Late-term abortions?
Yeah.
I don't think it happens.
Tens of thousands of times a year.
You can't
just imagine. Just imagine.
Can't say that
Tens
when
of thousands
it comes
of
to the
times.
life of the mother.
But I am curious though, just more, because you said about well-being. Why should any person be able to terminate another human being if you feel as if your well-being will be jeopardized? Why should I be able to terminate someone in this audience?
No, I want to do something here first. So guys, I'm busy.
If they're going to get in my well-being way, by what moral standard? But apply a universal moral standard to the abortion argument and help me understand it.
If I were to get pregnant right now, I would not be able to give birth to that child and give it the life it deserves. Because
how did you get pregnant?
Yes. How do you get pregnant? How?
How did
accidents still happen, guys? Like you can be on birth control. Hold on. You can still.
This is an important point, guys. But wait a second. But then shouldn't you take responsibility for your orgasms?
No.
So let me be clear that you.
Facts. Let's get this one.
What do you mean when you say abortion is murder when it's all legalized in South Africa? I mean, I can kill the bastard one time when I want to. I know it's going to be controversial topic to the internet because I am being insensitive about the whole thing. No. It's not murder. You are promoting teenage pregnancy and...
So, abortion is a murder. I was only 15 years. He or she deserved a chance.
What do you mean you want to give birth at 15? Girl. So, you do not need a baby.
You see, like, if you're a man, you're going to date a woman who's going to talk like this, he's going to kill you one day. If you can, you know, like, the only thing I can bet with women, they love their kids. Women love their kids. Women, they love their kids. So if you're going to get, the woman's going to say, like, you don't need a baby. You and a boyfriend, you're not safe.
You do not need a child. You do not need another baby. Better yet. Especially with that man, you don't need a baby. Abort the pregnancy. You will live, you'll be fine. You are better off not having a child.
So you must kill the child. So you must kill the child. That's what you're saying.
Then having that child that you think you want to have. You're better off. Be selfless, not for you, for that child you claim you love so much.
What is love? What is love? What is love? Because of, it's clear, like, people don't know what is love is. If you think love is money and it's normal to kill, that's why in South Africa it's normal. People, especially in politics and see, like, people killing innocent souls. So you are saying, like, it's okay to kill. That's what she say. It's normal. Say, like, guys, it's normal. You can do abortion and you don't have a child. Why you tell other people they can do abortion while we have nothing?
Do you want them to go through their life dealing with that man as their father? Because when you don't mind dealing with that man, think of that soul. If you love them, do you want them to go through that? You don't need a baby. You will be fine. You'll be more than fine. Abort the pregnancy today. You do not need a baby.
Why didn't you finish? Why didn't you finish to say, like, me, I do abortion? This is so sad, man.
You want to have all the fun, but none of the responsibility.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying accidents still happen.
No, of course. And you know what happens when accidents involve other human beings? You don't terminate them.
They want to have fun sleeping around.
You don't get to eliminate another human being because of an accident. That's not a moral code we live by.
Correct. But why do you not care about the outcome of that human being's life?
Of course I do. No, I mean...
But you don't, because if I were to give birth to a kid right now and it's living in horrible conditions, because I'm just a college student, Why do you not care? Why do you not put in funding into those establishments
Hold
to
on,
help them?
everything that we believe in is about the betterment of that kid's life. Safer streets, for more police on the streets. Want to have better schools and school choice so that kid can read and learn. Stronger churches so that that kid can learn about a strong ethical code.
Why does that matter if I can't afford a house for this kid?
Well, but hold on, I'm going through the list of all the.
They get funding. Why you do things if you don't want to take responsibility and accountability? You don't want that. People, they just want sleeping around. It's normal, eh? This South Africa. Then they talk about it like that. But now I'm saying it's going to visit you.
Things that can happen, curtailing inflation so you can have purchasing power for that kid. The point being, everything that we as conservatives believe in is making it easier to have children in this country. And just because we don't want more government money spent on something, which actually makes it harder, does not mean we don't want that thing. But it's a red herring argument. We're talking about the morality of the elimination of a life.
Right.
Facts. Look, whether you like it or not, abortion is a murder. Yes, laws protect us. You can say whatever you want to say.
And so I just want to be totally understanding of clear that what species is the being when it's at 6 weeks?
To me, I believe that it's a clump of cells.
No, I understand.
It's a zygote.
No, I know, but the species.
I'm sorry, what was
The
that?
species. So everything in the animal kingdom has a species type.
Right.
So we are Homo sapiens, and you could be an alligator. So what is it? Is it
okay, it would be a Homo sapien.
So if it's a Homo sapien, it's human. So then shouldn't it be given human rights?
But it hasn't.
Fact. What about human rights? You see, like when it comes to South Africa, we are going to debate a lot. You say, why you don't give these kids their rights? Now I'm saying, if you're a man and you're dating a girl who say like abortion is not a sin, let's say this man.
You know that Jesus is pro-choice, but for some reason, modern Christians are against abortion. If you read the story of Mary, when the angel Gabriel
It's your story.
If you had a child and you had a miscarriage, you think you'd be upset? Or you
I
just
mean,
wouldn't
look
do
at
it?
her. She's part of the abortion generation. Relax. She really
That's
young
crazy.
kids, they abort. You guys
That's
are old.
crazy.
You guys are whole abortion generation. Back when in my 90s, right, when I was a kid, like there were girls that had abortions, but it was such a big secret.
Fact. So like, if you had abortion, what is your reason? Because notice says you are a thing. So fetus and what do you call these things? Girls and his right. You see, like I said, because of it was ashamed. You know, people they rather sleep with in South Africa, they rather sleep with 100 men, different men in club for alcohol. But when to protect themselves is a problem. And because we care about our sisters in African culture, I don't talk about the law of South Africa because it protects them. But when I talk about my Tswana culture, African culture, it does not allow that. Because of that spirit is going to visit you. I don't know about Christianity, but I understand what he's saying.
You understand what I'm saying? Today, girls talk about abortions like it ain't shit. They even tweet that shit. They're like fetus deletus. That's what they call it. Imagine. They even have colloquial terms for that shit. Those are human beings that they're killing, and they're calling it fetus deletus.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You want to just see this fucked up.
And then you want to marry these things.
What a point. This is a very point. This is a very point. Then you want to marry? Come on, dog. lesbian.
My point is, it hasn't been developed. It's still just a clump of cells.
Right, but
at the end of the day.
But hold on, my baby right now is 9 months old. He's still developing. He can't speak yet.
Right.
He's crawling. So why does he have less moral worth at 9 months? I mean, we're
saying
all
that.
still developing here, by the way. You know that men's brains don't stop developing till they're 35?
Right.
So should we just be able to say, well, sorry, you're 21, I couldn't get rid of you?
It's more so, if I can't give that child the life it deserves, why am I...
What is the life you deserve? You need to work. Why don't you work hard? Yeah? Why you don't work hard so you can give your life that you want? Because this mistake happens. And how do you prevent these mistakes happening? How do you prevent yourself from this mistake that I keep on happening? How? How do you do that? But people always come in here, say like the life you deserve, but you don't work hard. We are busy at the club, we are busy with different men, then you want to say that? Aye, man. Oh, baby.
Got it. No, this will be my last question. I want you to think about it. If a single mom has two 2-year-olds, twins, and she wakes up one day and says, I can't do it anymore. I can't give them the life they deserve.
But that's just not the circumstance.
Hold on. Should she be able to take out a shotgun and kill both those kids?
No.
Of course not, because you think that would be objectionable. That's why I think it's objectionable to eliminate 2 babies that are 6 weeks old, because they're morally the same thing. One just happens to be bigger. One just happens to be older. One just happens to be outside of the womb. They're both human beings.
Definitely. Definitely. This is like, I explained that one. I explained that one. Yeah, like now we are angry now. We need to stand up, man, and fighting for our kids' rights. We must fight for these rights.
And you have something in you that says, no way is it okay to kill a 2-year-old. That's called your soul talking. What I'm trying to do is connect reason and your soul and have that same sort of objection no when you see twins on an ultrasound.
I just believe you're looking at this more emotionally than scientifically.
Again, you can believe that. I actually am looking at it incredibly reasonably because I can tell you down to the minute when human life begins. You kind of give me a range. Your life began not at birth, but at conception, about 9 months before your birth.
That's your opinion.
It's not opinion, It's not opinion. That's your opinion. Come like you guys want to go around and do wrong things. Look, this pastor. Look.
God is crying against you. So you need to ask God for mercy.
Hey, the music and find solution.
So I've been meaning to record this video for some time now, and now that
this how she dressed like this, it shows African spirituality. So I don't know what it's going to talk about, but let's find out.
Can I go finish a message about the people that come to me for help?
So the people coming to her is a black people for help.
I know but there's one thing that I do not do, guys, and I need to make you guys aware. As someone on a spiritual calling,
she has a spiritual calling. She work with kids. She work with people who are pregnant. I don't know, something like that.
It's against my beliefs to assist anyone with abortion.
That's African spirituality. They are against to help someone who committed a crime by killing innocent child. It's an African spirituality. So things happen to you. Things happen to you and you can't change them. You need to accept them. Yes, you can go through pains and whatever, those kind of stuff. But it's going to be with you until you die.
I know that people that have been approaching me about abortion. The gynae doctors that can assist with that, but I cannot be involved with that. I cannot even be part of that. So whatever that you guys.
So you're saying like if you once committed a crime, He's saying like he's not want to be the part of it because of the ancestors are going to punish her.
Do or whatever that you go through. Maybe the approach the medical or the Western side of it, because traditionally, spiritually, it's against my beliefs. As Mahulu Abatu Kibulela Nna personally, I know abortion has been legalized in South Africa since November 1996, and I was still a baby then. And
Since 1996, abortion was legalized. So like, yes, guys, you can now do wrong things and stuff. So like, yes, you can do it. You can do it, even though when it eats you, don't include us. It's going to stay with you.
it's not something that I can try and change or try even suggest anything otherwise. So not personally, as Mahulu my line of work spiritually, it's against my beliefs. I cannot be part of that. Yes, I can provide you the beta after you have done it. I can help you with the cleansing after you have done it. Like same as Kitusha, the people balongor bagrad miscarriages. I can assist you how to abortion, how shamboloa, and acknowledge what you have done. But I cannot partake in that.
Yeah, man, this is African spirituality. You can do. I don't know what's happening again. More. But this one, man, I know is a huge topic that I need to focus on. It's a huge topic that I need to focus on. It's a huge topic that I need to focus on.
Well, it's actually science stuff, and you know why? This is your eye color, your skin color, your tastes, your wants, your desires, your interests, introvert or extroverted, whether or not you're going to be tall or short, it all got decided in that moment. You know why? Your DNA was formed. And with that, what is your marker as a human being? As we map the human genome, we realize everything about you, whether or not you have a predisposition to heart disease, whether you're going to be tall, short, extra wide, skinny. It's all in deoxyribonucleic acid.
Correct.
And the DNA does not start in 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 10 weeks or 20 weeks. It starts at conception. And that
Facts. That is being the truth. And you can see like this day she's thinking, it's like, hey, he's talking the truth, man. He's talking the truth. Ish, I messed up. I don't know you messed up or you ask myself why you bring this topic.
That's when you were formed. That's when you came into this world and you were worthy of protection. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
I have another question.
Okay.
So, how many phases are in the menstrual cycle? Do you know?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I know with my language. Maybe my language, I know it. But let me do like this. Try to make it. Let's go.
Well, I'm not a woman, so enlighten me.
So there's 4 stages of the menstrual cycle, okay? Ovulation, follicular, I'm gonna go in order. Menstruation, follicular, ovulation, and the luteal phase.
So
which of those phases can a woman be pregnant? When can she get pregnant? Which of those phases?
During ovulation.
Let me respond, Charlie. Charlie, give me to respond to her. She wants me, I can see. She wants me, I can see. What I would say to you, is, give it to me, Charlie, is like when you are pregnant, you are pregnant. When the doctor say you are pregnant, you are pregnant. When you are 1 day
Relation.
And Loodle, yes. So I already
could
know
tell
the
you
answer
from
to this
experience,
question.
but yeah.
So I know the answer to this question. Have you ever had a menstrual cycle before?
No.
Okay, great. So knowing that, and you just saying, I don't know the phases of the menstrual cycle, which I don't blame you for being, you don't have that. So then knowing this, you don't know everything about the female reproductive system. How are you going to make legislation to hurt women and women's rights?
What about the women rights for a child, for a son? That's the thing. They used to say women, they love to put themselves in front. They love to put them. They love to put themselves. You understand? This is the African spirituality. They're going to explain it. Why it's against African spirituality. So let's get this one. Oh my God, I don't know why it's doing something like this. Let's go there. We are giving you a chance. What do you think? What's your top point on this abortion? The way it take time, dog. I don't understand what's happening because everything is fine. We are talking about a sensitive topic, even though I don't get views, but it's a topic that we need to talk about. Let's go. We are going to come back.
Are men allowed to have opinions on abortion?
You can have opinions on abortion, but what I'm saying is, how are these men going to create this legislation?
Got it. So, well, men are allowed to have opinion on moral matters too, right?
Right.
Got it. So if I was a male OBGYN, is it okay for that person to make issues of legislation?
Well, they're educated. They understand. They are educated on the female reproductive system, so they can.
So if I don't know everything intimately about the female reproductive system, sit down and shut up. You're a man.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You can have an opinion.
That's kind of what you're saying.
What you're saying, you should say that. What are you saying? Like they love to put themselves first. I don't know what I'm saying. What are you saying then? Because this is what we are getting. You are saying that. And then when they tell you this is what you are saying, you say like, no. What are you saying then? Tell us, what are you saying? You say like, no, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. But this is, what are you saying? Tell us then, because of when they try to explain to you, say like, no, it's not about that. It's not about that. What saying?
All right, if you have an opinion. I'm saying it's not all right if you don't understand how the female reproductive system works.
Let's pop quiz. When does heartbeats begin for babies in utero?
Have you ever eaten an egg before?
Listen, answer the question. Answer the question.
That's yes or no. Have you ever eaten an egg before?
Scrambled, yeah.
Okay, so would that be you scrambled a full chicken?
Well, hold on. You understand that it takes an egg to be fertilized?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But your point,
So,
the whole point you're making is
hold
that
on. So,
a
but no.
baby...
Since we're doing pop quiz on like human development, so when exactly do heart waves begin in utero?
You know that, but you don't know the four.
Hold on. No. So tell me when.
So you compare the baby with the egg, chicken egg. Yes, people kill chicken. We eat KFC. We eat KFC too. Come on, your debate is boring, though. You must go to school and learn how to debate, because of the point you are raising, man, doesn't make any sense. Let's see, like, I hope you're going to choose something that makes sense. Let's give a chance to speak about the topic that is normal in African culture, in South Africa, in Africa. So like, yes, do that. Everything's proper here. Oh my God. Let's go here, man. There's 4 minutes 25. But I don't see a problem.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
No.
So wait, hold on. So you're trying to say I know more about the woman reproductive system than you do?
I am a woman, so yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, but we could both go back and forth of like independent trivial facts when it comes to the woman's reproductive system. But here's something we all know, because God wrote this on the human heart of every individual, as it says in the book of Romans. We know down it's wrong to murder a baby.
You're not murdering a baby. It's
Okay.
not-
You're doing what then? Yes. Oh my God, this thing is not doing anything. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. This thing man is giving me hard times. I don't understand why you give me hard times like this.
a baby.
Okay, well let's play this out. What is it then?
It is an embryo, which is not a baby.
Well, okay, so it's a fertilized embryo.
Correct, which is not a baby.
So at what point does it become a baby?
When it is born.
Oh.
I don't agree with abortions up to full-term abortions.
Well, hold on, but you said it becomes a baby when it's born.
Yes.
Then why would you have abortion limits before it's born? I thought it's just an embryo. So embryo rights?
No, the embryo rights aren't a
But
thing.
then
because it's not
where
a
would you
person.
draw a line for abortion then, and why, and under what moral standard?
There are medical reasons. Not
No.
You know, I guess I don't know what's happening here. I don't. Anyone can see? Hello. I don't know what's happening here, man. Okay. So like now we are moving to African spirituality. We are moving to African spirituality and to focus on them. So like, man, when I do abortion, you are killing the innocent child. You are killing who is innocent, who don't have problems. When I press to play, when I come and don't play.
Well, ke doctor le na Dr. SK ka re le ntse ba ka ofala ga lena.
No, this is international. It's international. We want school. We want English. We want English, man. We want English. I wonder if you guys are disappointing me. English what the world can hear.
No, that's not the question. That's not the question.
You just asked me why would I not have an abortion full term for medical reasons.
Okay, so at 29 weeks, the baby is nearly fully developed, can recognize the mother's voice, has a heartbeat, has brain waves. Is it okay to abort that baby?
I don't it's not okay, but you're gonna say it's okay to have an abortion then. I don't understand what you're trying to say. It's not okay to have an abortion ever? How
Correct.
about 3
Yes.
weeks in?
Correct. No abortion. Correct.
Why?
Well, because your life started at conception.
It did not though. It
Well-
did not.
Yeah, like debate that people don't use their mind. What is this?
Consistently, and that is the issue of having an abortion. Okay, so many are asking me, Gogo, what is the spiritual implication of having an abortion? Why is it such a big deal spiritually?
This guys I hate people who put songs. Yes, you want to make it nice, but I don't want.
Abortions are blood sacrifices. Once you've had an abortion, you have denied a spirit entry, or you've denied a spirit a body. So that spirit is going to hover around you with anger, bringing bad luck and stagnation in your life. You need to apologize to that spirit with the reasons why you had that abortion. To those women who have abortions each and every year, you are now contributing to a particular sacrifice without realizing. You are giving human blood to a particular sacrifice without realizing. You need to have some spiritual self-introspection. Either it's through a person that you slept with, or it's a family thing.
How do you if the let's get this one. What are you saying, man? I want to get this point. So like, what are you saying about abortion? speak English. They don't speak English, these people.
Well, hold on. So let's play this out. So who are you as an individual? From your skin color to your eye color to your likes, your dislikes, from your temperament to your everything.
I am not an embryo. I'm a person.
Hold on a second. But it started with something called deoxyribonucleic acid.
Yes.
And your own individual DNA started at the point of egg and sperm meeting. That's where your journey started. And so from that point in particular, life begins. Not at birth, not at first words, not at first steps, but when your DNA, which is who you actually are. You are your DNA. Every one of your DNA cells is coded XX or XY.
What a powerful speech, though. You know, like, I suppose I'm reacting and I'm like, I was like fire. I was like, put that people who have those ideas. Huh? They was speaking the show.
There is a secret many will not tell you. A truth hidden in the sacred laws of our ancestors. Abortion is not just a medical act. It is a grave sin against Ajani, the earth goddess.
Tell them, tell them it's abortion, voodoo. Tell them it's abortion, voodoo. Tell them it's abortion, voodoo.
It's coded with all of your unique characteristics and attributes that we believe God individually curated for the rest of your life. That doesn't happen at 8 weeks or 10 weeks. It happens at conception.
What happens if you need a medical abortion? If the mother will die if she does not get an abortion?
So
what's your stance on
the
that?
only place where medical abortion is necessary is before 20 weeks, which is incredibly
What if she
rare.
will die? What if the mother
Hold on a
will
second.
die?
So let's
remain quiet, man. Why don't remain quiet and learn? Because of Charlie tried to explain to you. He's trying to educate you. You are talking back. But you never marry in African culture. You will never marry. When men talk, you shut up.
For example, this is a very important question. Let's say it's 27 weeks, okay? And the mother will die. Why shouldn't, you could agree, why don't we just have the baby delivered by cesarean section? You know what a cesarean section is, right?
Yes.
What is a cesarean
A
section?
C-section?
Yeah, why wouldn't we just put the baby out by C-section instead of terminating it?
Because if the mother will die,
No,
it's not
Yeah,
safe.
why they cut hair? Because I know like C-section is to cut them out. Why they do that instead of like this is a good question.
Do that.
You remove the baby.
I understand.
Threat removed.
I know what a C-section
But
is.
it's actually safer than an abortion. So every time they say this is for you guys, they say, oh, you need to have abortion for medical reasons. Respond, then have a C-section.
What if you're not able to have a C-section? What if you are on your deathbed? You need to have an abortion right now.
Well, again,
I guess that. Yes, so like what if he said like in this situation the only choice we have is abortion. So he put Charlie in the situation to say like the only thing you can do like now, right? The only thing you can do like now is abortion. You can't do anything, Charlie. Charlie's tried to explain, say like, no, Charlie, you can't do anything. Like the only thing you have like now is to do abortion.
And it's illegal. You can't, so you have to die.
First and foremost, C-section is safer, C-section is quicker, and a C-section saves both lives. A C-section
The baby is already dead, you just said.
No, but even, no. Hold on a second. You're saying if the baby's already dead, then it isn't even an abortion, right? Then you're talking about a removal of a carcass, which is a completely different medical operation.
So you're saying that's okay if you're having...
If you're if you're removing a carcass of a baby, that is not an abortion. Like definitionally.
It's the same process.
No, it's completely different. During an abortion.
It's the same process. You guys, why you know things like this, you young lady? Why you know things like this? So it's the same thing. These guys are like, no, it's different. Different procedure. What are you talking about?
They actually inject the spinal fluid with cyanide poisoning as the baby squirms and tries to find its mother, and it is gasping for air of life. Have you ever watched an abortion? It is one of the... Yeah, actually I have. And I encourage every human being to watch one to know what you are fighting against. Because when you see abortion, you will have your life will be changed.
I want to see like those videos. I want to see like those videos of the videos of people doing abortion. You know, I know like it may be so scary, but it may change people's mindset, may change people how they see things. It may be like those kind of stuff.
We allow the massacre of 1.5 million babies a year under the guise of women reproductive health. What do Andrea Bocelli...
Yes, you are smart. You know how to debate, but like now when you come with your things of I wanted to choose, I wanted to put he said what pastor? Pastor is saying what? You know like pastors, man. He's saying what pastor did.
You just said it was a human species.
It's not a living human child.
Wait, it's not a what?
It's not a child.
But
it's not a living child.
It has a heartbeat. It has brain
that does
waves.
not make it a child.
But tell me when it becomes a child then.
What makes a child then? I want to ask that question. What makes it the child then? What makes the child then?
When it, I already told you, when it is born.
Again, so under every other objective definition, you see guys how quickly the pro-abortion arguments fall apart with just the slightest questioning? But our position is one rooted not in feelings, not in personal autonomy, but one in biological consistency and reality. That your life had an agreed upon starting point. That's
facts. You can be like, it's not, but it's the truth.
Starting point should be protected and preserved. And the excuses given for abortion is dehumanization. Oh, it's just an embryo. Guys, that's just using different language to justify the massacre of something smaller than you. That's...
You guys speak the truth, man. And it's like the choice. People like they love to enjoy. And the enjoyment they're doing when they face consequences, they start to point fingers like they're like now after that they'll be busy pointing fingers. Hey, because of this. Hey, because of this. Why you point fingers then? People don't want to take responsibilities. People don't want to take accountability. Those are things that we are dealing with in this world. People don't want to take responsibilities. People don't want to take accountability.
All that it is. So here are the big objections. Size. It's smaller than me. Then I should be able to get rid of it. I'm 6'5". Should I be able to murder people smaller than me? Of course not. You don't believe that. Level of development. Oh, it's not as progressed as... This is your argument. It's not as progressed as we are. Therefore, we have rights over it. So my 10-month-old baby, why should I not be able to eliminate my 10-month-old baby?
Good. It's a crime against humanity. I know you're watching this video. You'll be like, what you're saying is wrong. What you're saying is this. What you're saying is what. What you're saying is he. What you're saying is ho. But you're speaking the truth, man. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
I have another question for you. On the line of this, you will never be able to have an abortion, right? You will never be able to have an abortion. You will not, okay? That's a fact. Everyone knows that, okay? I'm not debating that at all.
Make it quick. You can tell the audiences. Yeah, but go. Yeah.
If I were...
Yeah. Continue, because what you are trying to say doesn't make any sense.
To be pregnant right now and forced to have a baby, that would ruin my life.
This is an important question. Hold on. Time out. So rape and incest are less than half of 1% of all abortions.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking if I just happen to be pregnant.
Oh, well, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's like not like getting COVID.
I know how it works. I know how it works.
You don't get the flu.
I know.
How about
but
this? You take responsibility for your orgasms and stop eliminating.
So, guys, this is the end of the video. This is the end of the video. I love you so much. Stay tuned. Bye.